Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time. I haven't actually filmed since right before Thanksgiving. A lot of stuff's been going on, a lot of crazy hectic times at work. So yeah, I had to work like 2 weeks of overnight right before Christmas. So my sleep schedule got all kinds of crazy and whacked out, and it's just been a fun time. Not really, but I'm back. Yay. So I've done a few changes with my budget. As far as the way I do it, it's still pretty much the same. I still do my cash envelopes. I still do my sinking funds. But I decided to simplify it a little bit more. I love putting down the washi and decorating it, making it look cute. But it did take up a lot of time, and that's part of the reason why I didn't do a budget this past month and a half. And of course, I totally and absolutely regret it because I spent way more money than I really should have, because I wasn't really holding myself accountable, wasn't keeping myself in check. I wasn't having you guys keep me accountable, because I feel like part of this journey of sharing it with you, you are keeping me accountable for things. And even if you don't even say anything. But so yeah, I went on Etsy and I ordered this beautiful cover. I'm absolutely obsessed with this cover. I love everything about it. You do get to pick your color in the middle. You get to your font and whatever you want it to say. I of course am like a fan of green, and it's just, I believe this complemented this, and I just went with it. This is actually from Paper Doll Designs. She got in touch with me. She got in touch with me really quickly about, making sure this is the design I wanted. Great customer service, loved it. Got it shipped out to me right away. And then I got these discs from, what was it? Ink United. And they're little dragonflies. They're so cute. But also great customer service. Love dealing with both of them. Will definitely be buying from them again in the future. But their shops are on Etsy. So yeah, go check them out. They're great. So like I said, I did simplify it, and I went ahead and I printed out the budget one. Look, it's got polka dots. So cute. Sorry, squirrel. I went ahead and printed out the Budget Mom printable workbook. I'm not using every single page. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use the pages for the end of the month, as far as where did my money go and all that other stuff. I still have to read on it and make sure I understand it completely, but I am going to be doing the same principles, writing down my monthly bills, what I have going on, my paycheck breakdown. That's all going to be the same. Still going to be tracking the same categories and all that other good stuff. So yeah, so like I said, I'm just going to simplify it this year. One of my I picked a word. Everybody picks a word for the year, and mine is just enjoy. Because I feel like last year, with all the craziness and working in retail, and I was working so many hours, I didn't get to enjoy my family last year. And it's just pretty much me and my boys. We do live with my parents, but me and my boys, since it's been us for so long, we've been actually very close. And this year just doesn't feel like we got to enjoy each other. So with that being said, that's my word of the year. So, and one thing about me, I don't always plan everything like I should. I mean, I plan it. I know what I gotta do. I did everything but get the whole punch. So I still have to get a hole punch so I can actually put my pages in. And I'm going to make some dividers of my own. So I got to get the little tabby things. But yeah, it's in my basket, my Amazon account. That's as far as it got, because I didn't have the money at that time. I was like, oh, well, when I get paid, and then I forgot about it. So anyways, I am going to go to Michael's today and see if they have one. If they do, great. I'm going to go ahead and get it. If not, then I'll just order it off Amazon. I have Prime. It'll take 2 days, but I'm kind of an impatient person. So we'll see. And also, when I printed it, I didn't print it back to back, so I'm gonna have to tape these pages together, which that's not a big deal. Okay, so I knew I was going to be talking a lot in this video just because I haven't been here for so long, so I went ahead and wrote everything down, and I actually enjoyed doing that, where everything's got its own box, its own category, its own everything. I actually enjoyed doing it. So okay, we'll get right into it. Our paycheck for this pay period was $1,866. We had a rollover of $196, which part of that is my phone payment. Other is $158. That is from sinking fund. So that comes to $2,220. And I'll explain the rollover and other in just a second. So for our bills, we have $100 for rent. Like I said, I do live with my parents. They are graciously letting us live with them. And so I only pay them $100 a month. That way I can save up for a house. My car, the actual monthly payment is $400. I am ahead on my payments, so I split it up and pay $200 each pay period to try to lessen the interest. Sometimes I will take that $200 and instead of putting it towards just the amount and the balance and the interest, I do make a principal payment. So we'll see where that goes. I'm thinking about doing the first one as principal and the second one as an actual payment. So I don't know how we're going to do that yet. Credit card is $326. Like I said, part of the rollover is my phone payment, which goes onto my credit card, and the money from other, which was a sinking fund, is actually also going on there, and I'll explain that once we get to the sinking funds. Loot Crate is also part of that rollover, because I do have a sinking fund for that, and that is a bi-monthly payment that I make. And the Budget Mom, that was for the principal because it was also for $27. So that brings it to $696 with a leftover of $1,524. For our cash envelopes, I am giving myself $100 for spending. I did have it down to like $70, but I felt like I was being restricted, and which made me want to spend more. So we're going to go back up to 100. And like I said, I have an envelope that has for my whatever's left over. I go ahead and put in that. So I'm going to try to make it to where I put more into there every pay period, into the sinking fund once the pay period's over. So I don't feel, I don't know. It's a psychological thing, I guess. We'll see how that goes. Gas will be getting 60. It normally gets 40, but I am going to go visit a friend today, and it is a little bit of a drive. Groceries gets $120. That's the norm. HBA gets the regular $20, and household also gets regular $20. And anybody that's questioning what HBA is, it is actually stands for Health and Beauty Aids. If you work in retail, that's what you end up calling it all the time. So it's just a habit for me. So hopefully that explains it. So that is a total of $320 with $1,204 left over. Now for our sinking funds, I didn't have enough room to write all the sinking funds in the actual sinking funds, so I took what would be considered savings and I put them down here. So it's actually, these are all my sinking funds, but I just had to split them up. So we're going to start off with birthday, which I'm doing 200. I did bump that up way more than I usually do. Usually I was spending like $20 in there. But my oldest one, his birthday is not this coming weekend, but next weekend, and I'm taking him up to Tennessee just to get away for the weekend. Me and him, his last birthday I'm going to have with him for a while, so I just want to be able to enjoy the time. And he's turning 21, so it's going to be fun. So boys will be getting 20. Car insurance is $130, and I do pay it in 6-month increments, so I just save up, but that way I get the discount for paying it in full. Car maintenance is $20. Christmas, I bumped it up to $45. I did end up, not going over budget for Christmas, but I added a lot of money at the end of the month. So I ended up with a lot more than I should have, I guess. But I didn't go over budget. But it was my first year that I actually saved for Christmas. Every other year I didn't really have credit cards to put it on, but I would just go without and like scrounge money and like wait till the last minute, and it was always a lot of anxiety just trying to make sure we had a good Christmas. This year was actually very calming, except for the fact that I did wait till last minute because I got busy at work and it happened. So this year I did the baby step towards actually funding it. So this year I'm going to actually try to start sooner. Maybe. We'll see. Holiday is getting 10. House down payment, we're actually doing $500, guys. Freaking awesome. Loot Crate's getting a 30. Vacation's getting 100 for a total of 1,055. And with a rollover or leftover of 149. Continuing down, the emergency fund is getting 100. Caleb is getting 10. Derek is getting 10. And Jacob is getting 20. Jacob tends to get more, not because I love him more, but because I have to buy him a car. Derek, when I got his car, he had to wait till I got my tax returns to be able to buy him a car when he turned 16. Caleb got a hand-me-down. Jacob's the only one I'm actually saving for a car. So I'm actually very proud of that. So the total for that is $140, and there's $9 left over. I'm just leaving that in the bank as a cushion. I want to try to actually build up a cushion of at least $100. That way, in case something happens, I have money in savings that I could transfer over real quick, but I would rather not do that. All right, so I went ahead and I did my breakdown, and we're going to use this as a cheat sheet. Oh, and I'm going to be using the expense trackers a little differently than what they're intended to be. That's not fun. Yeah. I'm going to be doing it as weekly. So all my transactions I will write here, and at the bottom I will go ahead and I will be like, okay, so this much in gas, this much in HBA, household, groceries, like I would a regular check-in. So that's why I'm going to use the actual expense trackers. So I have them for week 1, week 2. Once again, I have to tape that. 3, 4. And then I'm going to actually do my sinking funds kind of the same way, where I'll have all the balances, and then I'll have any transactions that I do. So that's how I'm going to use the actual expense trackers. As far as like writing stuff down that I came out of my checking account and this and that, because I'm pretty much all cash, I don't really see a point in it. So this way I can keep track of my key categories, my groceries, my gas, my HBA, my household, and any unbudgeted, and I can keep them all a running total like I have been doing before, because I really think that did help me. All right, so So I'm going to use this as a cheat sheet. I love these metal rings. They're so, I don't know, they're so much better than the plastic ones, in my opinion. All right, now to the best part is the cash envelopes. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a great New Year, and I hope your New Year has started out good. So far mine's normal. I guess you can say normal. I don't know what normal is anymore. I'm not having any issues so far this year. Still haven't got my stimulus, and the way I'm reading it is if you haven't got it by now, you will probably have to do a tax credit when you file your taxes, which really stinks. But it is what it is. I just know, I mean, it's not critical that I get it. I know there's some people out there that it is very critical that they get it. You know, they need food, they need medicine, they need to keep a roof over their head. And the fact that, you know, we got our first stimulus with no problem, and now we're taking longer to do this one, and it's going to different places, and it's messed. I don't understand why, but I really hope that people who really need it are actually getting it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and stuff our cash envelopes real quick. First off, we're going to do rent. Like I said, that one's getting $100. I'm going to set it to the side because I'll give it to my mom in just a little bit. And my spending gets $100, and I do that in 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And these are the envelopes I do keep track of on a weekly basis, minus my spending. My spending is my free one. I don't worry about it. If I spend it all, I spend it all. 1 in 20 124 groceries, but it is a 1 and a 20. Gas is getting 60, 20, 40, and 60. All right, HBA, health and beauty is getting 20. I don't really see myself needing too much out of these two categories. For HBA and household, which are both getting the 20. My work does an extra discount right before the holidays. Most people use it for Christmas. I use it for stocking up. So I stocked up on body wash, toothpaste, lotions, snacks, and stuff like that, to use for the year, at least 6 months into the year. We should be good for a while. So I don't really see using too much of this. There might be some things that I have to get. I was only able to get a couple of containers of the laundry detergent that I use because we were out, but it is what it is. So that's probably what that will go towards, if anything. All right, and Jacob's lunch, they are still doing the free lunch. It was supposed to end on December 31st, but they are still doing it. So I don't know how much longer that's actually going to be, but I'm cool with it. All right, so for our sinking funds, I did previously try to record this video, got all the way to the end and realized it wasn't even recording, guys. So all my totals are actually written down in there. I just went back and I pulled out the money. It is what it is. So you won't have to see me have to write anything and struggle trying to do math in my head, because y'all know your girl can't do math in her head. All right, so birthday is going to be getting 200, like we talked about. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, and 413. I am probably going to be taking this to the bank today and go ahead and depositing it. That way I can go ahead and book the hotel, because yes, your girl, she procrastinates, so we still don't have a hotel. But it is what it is. Alright, boys is getting 20. I think I would actually shock myself if I actually did something without procrastinating. I'd give myself a heart attack, to be completely honest with you. Alright, 190. It's 150, 70, and 90. And the boys' envelopes, that's haircuts, clothes, school supplies, the normal stuff for them. Alright, so this is getting 130. I still have to get $30 more from Caleb. Caleb does give me $30 each pay period towards the insurance. I don't charge him the whole amount of his premium because it would take up most of his paycheck, plus the fact my oldest at the time, because he was barely making any money, I didn't charge him. So I don't know, to me it's fair, and it is what it is. All right, so my portion of this pay period is 130, so we should have 1,180. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 150, 70, 80. Does anybody else help pay their part of their kids' insurance? I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel that right now, because he doesn't make a lot. He's 17. There's age restrictions, you know. I don't know. And plus, car insurance is so freaking expensive. All right, car maintenance is getting 20. So before my little break, we had actually $600 in this envelope. Well, the other day, driving down the road, and my little sensor for my tire pressure went off, and it said my tire was low. It was like reading 17, and I was like, ooh, that's not good. So I mean, I stopped and I looked to make sure it wasn't completely flat, and it wasn't. So I went up to the dealership and told them, hey, I need air. Well, kind of find out, I actually had a nail in my tire. And unfortunately, it was on the edge of the tread and the sidewall, to where you can patch it, but you don't need to patch it. And I told them, no, I didn't want it patched. I wanted to get a brand new tire, because I have to leave the house to go to work at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't want to be stranded at the side of the road because my tire blew. So I paid $153 for a tire, unfortunately, but I had the money for it. So we're going to slowly build it back up to the $600. And then we'll stop funding it again. But we're adding 20 this week, so we should have 467. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, and 467. But I'm just very thankful that I had the money to be able to do it. All right, Christmas, I did put $10 in it last week, and this time it's getting $45. And like I said, I did have enough for Christmas. I didn't over budget, but I put in a lot at the end. And I feel like I still didn't get what I wanted to get the boys. So I'm just going to up it this time. And then, yeah, so I'm going to. Okay, so my phone cut out, stopped recording. I don't know what happened. But we're going to try this again. Okay, so we left off with Christmas. Got 45. Electronics is not getting anything, but it has 88. It's 50, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, and 88. Put that up. Emergency fund. That will be getting 100. Oops. And I was able to bump it up to 4,388 by the end of the year, which is awesome. I went ahead and moved 1,000 of it into the bank. So with the $100, we'll have 488. I like totally made that ugly right there. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, and 488. I want to, my actual goal for this is somewhere between $20,000 and $25,000 for an emergency fund. That way, in case something was to happen, I'd have a good chunk for 6 months, not only for my bills, but for any expenses like my cash envelopes, insurance and stuff like that. I want to make sure that I have it covered, and we're not just just paying bills, but we can actually eat too. All right, so speaking of eat, there's food. We're not adding anything to it. I did take money out of my cash envelope to roll over in here, which is, I added $12, so there's 204. 1, 50, 70, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200, 1, 2, 3, and 204. This is in case we have to do like a major haul, in case something happens, or for when I eventually do get my house. This will be my starter pantry money, because it is expensive to start a pantry. You'll have any kind of spices, condiments, canned vegetables, anything like that. And it gets expensive, especially when you start doing spices, and stuff like that. Okay, gas. This is my rollover envelope for my cash envelope. It still has $1 in it, because I have been using all my gas, just running errands and stuff like that. Hair is not getting any money. It has $41 in it, 20, 40, and 41. I have enough for a haircut, and that's essentially all I need right now, because this was part of my shopping spree. Yeah, this is my Sephora trip that I went and spent $100. Yeah, don't judge me, please. I dyed my hair like bright red, so it takes a lot of damage from the developer you have to use. So I have been reading up on the Olaplex treatment system that they have, and it is very pricey, and I got it, and it works on my hair. My hair is soft, it's smooth, it's shiny, it's pretty, but I didn't budget for it, so yeah. So for right now, hair's not getting anything. She don't need no more. But holiday will be getting $20. So bring it up to 116. There's 50, 70, 90, 110, 15, and 116. All right, and for house down payment, this is my most exciting one. All right, so we'll be doing 500. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was able to put $955 in it the month of December, which is so awesome. Like I said, I did work a lot of hours, so I did get quite a bit of money even with my little shopping spree. Y'all probably so tired of hearing about that. I'm sorry. But it brought it up to $8,318. So I took the other $1,000 to the bank. So I have a total of $8,000 in the bank now. and we will be adding $500 to make the envelope $818. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have a total of $8,818. It's just amazing how much I was able to save in just a year's time, because I've only been doing this since last January. So for a whole year, I saved $8,300, and it's just freaking amazing. Yeah, I did use part of my tax refund towards it. I did use part of the stimulus money, the first one, towards it. A lot of overtime, a lot of sacrificing did go into it, but I'm very proud of how much I was able to save. It's freaking awesome. All right, household and HBA doesn't have anything in it because this is a rollover. I haven't had any kind of rollover money because I did do the big shopping haul with my extra discount, so I don't have anything in there. Loot Crate, we'll be getting its normal 30, and I'm going to have to check on it. I do pay it two different ways because I have two different ones. One I do annually, the other one I do bi-monthly. And I honestly think I have more in here than I need to have. So I need to reevaluate it, and I might be able to skip a couple stuffings. I'm not 100% sure. I know my annual one, I believe, is in June or July. And I just paid the bi-monthly one this month, but I'm going to reevaluate it and see exactly how much I need to have, because I can put that money towards something else, and still have enough in here. So with $30, we'll have $327. It's 1, 2, 50, 70, 90, 310, 320, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 327. But I think I do have way more than enough. All right, me is from my spending rollover. I only did it one time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We won't be adding anything to it because, like I said, it's a rollover. I honestly should have took the money out when I spent all my money, but I didn't because I forgot, and it is what it is. It's there now. All right. Vacation is getting 100. So now we will have 544. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, and 44. And hopefully everything will be good from when my son graduates basic and we're able to actually take a vacation out and drive out there. It is quite a bit of drive because he'll be graduating from basic in San Antonio, and we live in Northeast Georgia. So it will be a drive, but I still think it would be better than trying to fly, just because of, you get to stop and do other things, scenery, the whole 9 yards. I just think it would be a better experience. All right, so Caleb's envelope is getting 10, so now he has 1, 20, and 130. Derek's is also getting 10. And he has 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 6, and 107. And I didn't even start these until the end of August. So it's not too shabby. I don't know why I didn't think of him at the first of the year, but it's okay. All right, and then finally Jacob. Jacob is getting 20 for a total of 412. 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 94, 10, 11, and 412. All right. We got all of them stuffed. They look nice and full. Who else gets sad when you get done stuffing your envelopes? Like, you just want to keep going. Or is it just me? Probably just me, because I'm weird like that, but it's okay. But anyways, so I hope everyone has a good rest of the week, good weekend. I hope your new year has started off great. And I hope it continues to be great. If it did start out on a sour note, I hope it turns out good. And I wish everyone the best. And also, let me know if you liked me just running through the budget real quick and then doing the cash envelopes, or if you want 2 different videos, how you want it exactly. Because I mean, I'm going to do it that way regardless, because I'm still gonna make my budget every paycheck, and I'm still gonna, you know, do my cash stuffing, obviously, but it's more along the lines of what y'all want to see, because I'm gonna do it, you know, whether I do it separately or together, but I want you to enjoy the video. So I don't know if you like the really long ones, if you'd rather have the short ones. Just let me know down in the comments, because I want to give you, you know, what y'all want and what y'all will enjoy. So yeah, just let me know. And yeah, so that's it for this video. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye now.